Welcome, this is Nathan and welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing to look at a scenario where civilization restarts. If you're here, go watch the other two videos. But anyway, we're going to leave off where we left off last time, obviously. I don't really think I'm going to do a recap all the time, because like the thumbnail should say what happened. But Pro Team kind of collapsed and they would have learned their we'll see if they learned their lesson in this video. Very unlikely. And not to spoil anything, but we might see some countries lose a lot of land. And I think you might be able to point out a few countries that are going to lose land. Not spoiling anything. I think we're going to begin with capitals. I still don't know about the unexplored land, but we're actually going to start with capitals. And after that, we're going to get to the fun stuff. So the red team's capital, it's moved around quite a bit, but their capital, that's annoying. I don't want a capital to be too big, but the red team's capital is going to be there. The lime team's capital is going to be where Istanbul is in real life. The green team's capital is going to be around Greece. The yellow team's capital is going to be down here. You can barely see that, Jesus. Sorry about that. The pink team's capital is going to be up in Azerbaijan. The purple team's capital is going to be right here on the coast of Iran. And the pink team's capital is going to be here. Orange team, I said this in the last video, the capital is near Crimea. And the capital of the cyan team is right here. I'll probably keep capitals in the video, just, I don't know though. But anyway, let's begin with, sadly, the red team. The red team they're a very large country. They own a lot of land, and if you were to think of real life, countries this size didn't last long, and it's time they have that happen. We have a lot of unrest happening in these areas of Africa, and the red team is struggling to keep a hold of it. We also see unrest around here. Tonox's board looks horrific, and I just want to get rid of it. But we are seeing unrest in Turkey and Africa. And sadly, it gets too much for the red team to handle, and we see a brand new country declare its independence. This country we're not on Sinai Peninsula, because the Sinai Peninsula is pretty important. Oh crap. But they declared it. I feel like that's too light, because it looks similar to the blue team. I still don't know. That's good. They declare their independence from the red team, and they are a very large country, like, straight off the bat. That's pretty large, let's just be fair. And this area by here is also going to be leaving the red team. I'm trying to find another colour I haven't used. Right, got a colour. So we see this area also leave the red team. And this is totally not because I hate the borders. No. Why would I ever? No, because I hate these borders. I'm going to be straight open. I hate the borders of this area. It cleans it up a bit. Still horrendous. But it's manageable. This dark blue country is very, very big, and let's be honest, probably not the most stable. Their capital will be in Cairo, modern day, and the capital of this purple team will be here. Anyway, speaking of this, actually, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I might save this as the colour I'm using. We see the pink team continue their rapid expansion. I don't know why they're expanding, because they broke away from the purple team who expands. But they are being really, really reckless with this expansion. They are going ham. They want to figure out what is over here in Asia, and they're going as... Well, that's not right. I don't think they'll take over all of Asia, otherwise they'll just be like the Mongol Empire. But eventually they end up getting very large. And well, let's just say they're not even putting population here. Their population is on the coast of the Caspian Sea. So we kind of see these newly found areas. Oh no, I'm running out of colours already. We see this entire area break off from the pink team. Or violet team, I guess. I don't know what to call this colour. Their capital is going to be right there. Although their population is not even anywhere. This is a very weak country and they don't really have any population. And they can't exactly expand this way because people are starting to realise that the terrain around this area is very mountainous. Nobody really knows about up here. Like, for all they know, the rest of the world could be land. Obviously not, but they think it is. Anyway, back to the yellow team. The yellow team is probably one of the, I think one of the only countries from episode 1 that hasn't had blue team. Oh wait, I completely forgot about the blue team's capital. Yellow team is probably one of the few countries that has yet to have had a rebellion other than the blue team from episode 1. And it's because they're kind of keeping it all together. They're being very limited on expansion and they don't want to take too much. I mean, I guess you could say this was a rebellion, but this is more of just leaving people. The people just wanted to start something. But we do see the yellow team take a chunk of land around here, which actually angers the orange team a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. The orange team will try and wrap around to stop the yellow team from expanding outwards. But at this point, the orange team is starting to get very big. And the people in the country are starting to get very upset. Because they're trying to stop the yellow team from expanding. But at the same time, they're sending people to their death. Because this is quite cold. I don't actually know if this is cold. The Starring team is a pretty new country. They haven't done much. But they continue that expansion over into Europe as they go over here. Again, they finally decide to take these islands and actually discover Sweden while doing that. They're going to stop now because they're actually trying to get civil unrest. But it's time for a war. I know, a war doesn't seem correct, does it? This time, wars don't normally get used. I think as always, what team is going to be causing this war? It's going to be the red team. The red team, after they lost the big man lands, the people in the country started to get worried that their country may be falling off. And they can't expand anywhere. I mean, they could go... Oh, crap. They could go like that, but that's a lot for the red team. So instead, they're going to prepare their military to invade the pink team, who has done literally nothing. So, we see red troops beginning to enter into the pink team. The pink team literally stands no chance. Like, they don't even have an army, because they're really new. Now born up with the purple team again. The purple team is now starting to get worried as the red team is now expanding on their border. So what is the purple team going to do to react to this? Put troops on the border. Yeah, the people are not very happy about that, and the entire south of the country is starting to get uprising. But we see the red team push out towards the Caspian, and they actually meet up there. And before they can quickly enter this and take it, I think you know what's going to happen. The purple team is going to rush in and grab it. That really angers the people, and I think you know why. They just put troops on the border and they just took land from the red team. You don't want them to invade you, why would you take land from them? But we do see the red team stopping. I wouldn't say they stop, but after pushing up and getting more coast on the Caspian, we see them peace out with the pink team. And at this point, the pink team is very little and very weak. But the red team now borders the Caspian, which is going to be good for trade with the pink team and the purple team. I mean, mostly just the pink team. Violet? I don't know what the colour is. Magenta? But I think, as you can guess, the purple team is going to break apart. They just put troops on the border and just invaded some of the pink team, so they're going to break apart. And the purple team will split in half. Literally, they split in half. The entire south breaks apart from the north, and at this point, the purple team's leaders and the government, like the people that are left in the purple team, are starting to wonder, why is this country so pathetic? They can't keep anything together. The capital of this country is going to be a risk, but they're actually going to put any of the red team. Anyway, I think we should focus back onto Europe, as the green team is continuing to expand. Yeah, they just had the lime team break away, and the lime team is very weak. But they're going to continue to expand up to see what's up here. As they said, explorers up here, and they think they've discovered a country, which is the Cyan team. They take over what is modern-day Bosnia, which discover nothing from except from resources. And they continue up until they're starting to get very large. But they're keeping it together. The Lion team kind of just broke away because they didn't like it. They're keeping it together, but they're struggling to keep it together. The orange team is barely just keeping it together as well. But anyway, it's time for a new country to appear. We see a lot of settlers from the red team, the yellow team, the dark blue team, I guess the navy team, and the reddish purpley team, and also the lime team, all set out and come together over here in the Mediterranean. They go over into land that's not taken over yet, and they begin to set off into Algeria. The main plan is to get far away from every nation as possible, even though it's not going to go well. They get over here to Morocco, and it's pretty hot over here, so they head up. Think they go across the Strait of Gibraltar, which is not fun. But we see them get up here to Iberia, and eventually up into France. And this is basically the perfect condition to live in. So we see the brand new country set up around here. Very small, but it has the decent population to survive. They explore. We do see the full exploration of Benelux, and this is where they realise that the Cyan team is near them. And a lot of people actually move away from the Cyan team into this new brown team, as it is a very peaceful nation. It's similar to what I would say Japan, I'm trying to think of Switzerland. It's a very peaceful country that doesn't really want to get involved in any wars. There might be another country like that, I don't know. I think the green team was like that, I don't know. But this is they're neutral, they don't want to get involved in anything. After taking over a lot of land, they will finally set up the capital, which will be right here. And we're seeing a lot of new countries starting to appear in Europe, as everyone is realising Europe is a very far more easy area to live than the humid, temperatures over here. The Orange team, now interested in what is up north, even further, will set out to conquer land again. So we see a group of people discover the Baltics, but they eventually have to come back as it's getting too cold. But, you know what the Orange team does? They set out to take over that land anyway. They take a massive chunk of land, which is actually going to lead to their demise, as they are very weak. Just like the pink team over here, they haven't been even settling anybody in this land. The population is all on the Black Sea coast and further away, so we see a rebellion start. As you can see here, the Peach team breaks away from the Orange team and immediately starts fighting back, as they have no desire to leave the Orange team alive. They want the Orange team dead. So they push down and on to the border of the Yellow team, which the Yellow team basically just says hi to them. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. While this is happening, the Yellow team is taking over land, a lot more land, as the Yellow team will expand out and need to take over all the Caspian Sea. The Yellow team's getting very big, but they're still keeping it together. Oh my god. Still keeping it together. And they may have plans to invade some countries, although that's very unlikely. It's just kind of propaganda, I guess. But anyway, the Peach team finally pieces out with the Orange team, and the Orange team is very upset. I wonder why they're upset. The capital of the Peach team will be right here. We see the Purple team do something. Yep, they still haven't learned their lesson, have they? The Purple team will expand out further into Asia, as they want to discover what's out here. So they continue to expand out, and it begins to get very hard to even take over this land and explore it. So they stop. Fair enough, I guess. We see the light blue country do some expansion. Oh my god, why does this happen? But they expand out that far, and these are very big countries now, actually. People of the Red team are not happy with the government, but they still want their country to be big and loyal. And the final thing we see happening is the Lion team discovering and taking over Cyprus. So anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video of what is Civilization Restarted. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.